What's up? This is the first episode of Ask Russell, where I'll have you guys ask me questions and I will answer them to the best knowledge that I possibly can. It might get weird, it might not. I don't know. Alright, so we're going to go on straight to the first question. That's right. Script. That's right. All great shows are scripted. Alright. If you had $1,000,000, what is one thing you do? From Victoria Rojas. Well, this question kind of really screws with a lot of other questions because there's a lot of other questions that have to do with cars I'd like to own and stuff. But if I had $1,000,000, I think what I'd do is I'd buy my grandma and grandpa a really nice motorhome. Since they live in a motorhome, they travel in it. I'd buy them a really nice one, and I'd probably buy a new dirt bike, like a really cool one. Like I'd get it custom made, I think. Because that's what I do. I just rock, I guess. Alright, so next question from one of my good friends, Levi Conrad. Thoughts about the Xbox One? Yes, I know, it's another E3 related question. Oh my god. Everybody just calm down. Who cares? Because other people have lots of opinions about this kind of stuff. I don't want that blowing around, so stop. Seeing how I own an Xbox and PlayStation 3, when I heard all the stuff that Xbox was going to do for the new consoles, I thought, man, you guys really screwed up on this one, didn't you? But then, PS4, for all the stuff for PS4, I thought, Xbox One is going to be, really, for the price and the stuff that it can't do, it's really ridiculous to have one. And then, of course, Microsoft then changed all this stuff up, but it's high price for the stuff it can do. I mean, really I just think for that much money, the price of games should go down. I mean, I think what they were talking about was what the Xbox One would be up to, like close to $500 or something, right? Isn't it like $100 more than PS4? I don't know, but yeah. So when I heard about that, I was like, oh man. Can't lease games, you can't borrow games, you can't sell games, you can't let your friends borrow them. What are you going to do? If you buy a game that you don't like because of an impulse buy, then, it got really screwed up. But then they changed it, and I don't know how well that did. But, yeah, so I'm going to wait to see. I'm going to wait till people get, like, the PS4 and the Xbox One. I'm going to decide from there which one I want to get, because, like, I do like the PlayStation 3 lately. The only game I really play on Xbox is Skyrim because I don't have a PS3, obviously. If I had it for that, I'd sell my Xbox off. But, so that's the only thing. So we'll see. I mean, PlayStation 4 won the console battle at E3, yeah, but the game content, Xbox One might be able to outdo PS4, but since a lot of games are coming out for PS4 and Xbox One, it's going to be really hard for, like, their own special titles to outdo the other or anything like that. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, next question is from my very good friend, actor, director, and writer, Antonio Guido, who made a little YouTube series called The Thirst, which I will post a link in the description later. What is your favorite film and why? Well, I guess my favorite film, I have two of like my all-time favorites, and they are actually right here. The first one is Independence Day. It is, I think, I love it so much. It's 153 minutes. Will Smith, Jeff Goldblum. Will Smith is an Air Force fighter pilot who, is basically run down by an alien, and then the alien crashes. Will Smith goes or punches the thing in the head and says, "Welcome to Earth." Jeff Goldblum is this nerdy, I guess, scientist guy, I guess you could call him that. He's not really that. He works at a TV station or something, and he actually he codes, basically, for computers, is what it seems later on in the movie, but it's really a great movie. And with July 4th coming up, it'd be a great choice to see. It is an amazing movie. It really is. It's awesome. It is from 1996, so go nuts. And of course, some of the people that know me might think this is a weird choice, but it is probably a movie to me that just stands out above all others, and it's called The Pianist with Adrian Brody. It is about a Jewish pianist, obviously, who, one of his friends, I guess you could say, when they're they're boarding the trains to go to Auschwitz, all the concentration camps, he pulls them out of the line and says, "No, run, get out of here." And so basically after that, it's basically just Adrian Brody against the elements of the weather, the Nazis always hunting him down, and eventually towards the end, a Nazi does help him and stuff. And it's a great movie. I seen it one time in summer school when I was like 6th grade. I saw it, I was like, man, that's gonna sound like a stupid movie, you know. I was like, oh my gosh. Teacher told us how long it was, and it's 2 hours and 30 minutes. I was like, oh my freaking Christ, this is gonna suck. But I watched it. It's one of the movies immediately. I went out and bought it. I was like, wow, that movie was amazing. Just like Independence Day. From the moment I seen both those movies, are just movies that stuck in here. I mean, they impact me a lot. I mean, I think if anything, if you like Aliens and you like, you know, just kind of like funny action movies, then watch Independence Day. If you kind of like dramas where it's, you know, but you got to read a lot in The Pianist because it's all in like German and Polish and all that stuff. So, you know, you got to read that. All right, so for my good friend Max Sandoval, Sir Barry, he asked me, if I could have any car in the world, what would I have? And see, that's one of the questions that conflict with the $1 million question. He also asked, if I go anywhere, where would I go? See, another question that influenced that. So I think someplace I'd like to go is Italy, because I've loved the looks of Italy ever since, you know, ever since some of the movies I've seen that were based out of that. Obviously, Assassin's Creed, because Assassin's Creed is, you know, they base a lot of their locations directly from places in Italy themselves. I mean, they actually send a team to go to Italy to take pictures so they can put in the game. And I mean, it looks amazing there, and I'd love to go there to Rome, Venice, Florence. You know, check out the Mediterranean Sea. You know, do all that kind of stuff. I mean, it'd be really cool. But then, if I could have any car in the world, I'd have to own two of them. One would be the 1955 Mercedes 300 SL. It is a gull-wing door car, and the 2012 Mercedes S-Class AMG is based off that. But that's not the second car I'd want. The second car I'd want is a Morgan three-wheeler. They're custom made for you. They have the look of an old like hot rod. You know, the engine's exposed. You know, big pipes sticking out the sides. Two wheels in the front, one in the back. You know, it's an old like muscle car look to it. I mean, if they custom make it for you. You can design it however you want. You pick the color, you pick the decals on it. They'll make it to you. They'll send it to you. But you know, so it's really cool. I'd like to have one day. From Athea, she asked, "Who do you admire most, celebrity and non-celebrity?" Well, celebrity, I don't know if you can count this. There's two of them. I don't know if you can count Leonardo da Vinci as a celebrity, but I had to do a report on him during 3rd grade, and I thought the things he did for his time were amazing. I mean, he wrote books about the anatomy of humans, how a heart works. You know, he drew up designs for a tank, a submarine, a flying machine, all of this stuff that he, you know, invented and stuff. And you think back at the times that he was working, you're like, wow, that's amazing. You know, and it's just like, holy crap. And then I thought it was really cool in Assassin's Creed when you got to work with him, but that's not why I'd want to, that's not why I look up to him, you know, because the things he did were pretty amazing. But then the other celebrity is Travis Pastrana. You know, he's just one of those kind of guys, you see him do things, you're like, dude's a maniac, but it's cool because he kind of teaches like a life lesson, like, you know, don't have no fear, you know, just do it. And it's it's really cool. I mean, when he got a Red Bull sponsor, he jumped out of an airplane with no parachute. I mean, obviously somebody had to catch up to him and give him a parachute to do, but you know, just that thought was like, okay, Red Bull, and he jumped out drinking a Red Bull. It was like, yeah, Red Bull. You know, it was crazy. I was like, wow. He did the first ever double backflip during the X Games. I think he did a backflip over a gap in two buildings. You know, so if he would miss that jump and hit like the side, like the jump too soon, he could have fallen to his death. But he didn't care. He was like, let's do it. But you know, so yeah. But then the other person is my dad. He you know, for 10 years basically he was my mom and my dad. And when my mom left, my dad, you know, knew that it's going to be a struggle to raise a kid on the kind of work that he did. You know, with me in school and stuff, he really couldn't just pick up and move and go wherever he wanted to go for work. You know, he works for the union and stuff, so he did the best he could to raise me growing up, which, you know, I appreciate a lot. You know, he did a lot. I mean, he could have easily just did like my mom did, like, you know what, screw it, I'm done. And I could have lived with my grandma and grandpa all my life, I guess. But, you know, he tried to give me the best childhood I could have with the money that he had. You know, I never got to do like a lot of kids did for like their 16th birthday. Oh, my 16th birthday, I'm going to Guadalajara, Mexico. I'm going to New York City. My 16th birthday, dude, I went out to dinner. Yeah, that's about all I did. I think, you know, so 18th birthday, same thing, just went out to dinner. That's all I did. But it doesn't matter to me. I'm not one of those kind of big people that, you know, for their birthdays they want to do like a big extravagant party. You know, just like, let's go out to dinner and hang out. And let's just, you know, just do stupid shit, you know, so it doesn't matter. So, yeah, I look up to him because he taught me how to be a gentleman, how to be, like, you know, how to have manners and stuff. And that's a really cool thing. You know, like, when he got cussed at me, he knew that he had to change his lifestyle, and he did. He did because he knew that he had to raise me, and he didn't want to raise me that way. So, thank you. A question from my friend Kaylee. She said, "What is your favorite CDs?" I actually have two of them. One of the bands I've bought every album, and I didn't realize I did till the other day. And the other one is just a random one. First choice, Modest Mouse. This CD here, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have heard the songs like "Float On," "The World at Large," "One Chance." Let's see what other ones. What people know. I guess there's not a lot of songs that people know on here. The Ocean Breathes Solitude would probably be another one they know. But the Float On is probably like the most popular song off this album that a lot of people would know. But if you've never heard this album, I'd suggest you go out or go to YouTube. If you don't want to go buy a CD, go onto YouTube and like look it up. Look up the Good Times. No, Good News for People Who Love Bad News. That's actually a song on it. Good Times Are Killing Me. But yeah, just go look up that CD. I mean, it is a pretty awesome CD. I listen to at least one of their songs on a daily basis because it is a lot of their songs have a lot of good meaning to it. Like One Chance, you know, one of the lyrics is saying we all get one chance to make everything right. I think that's really cool. And then the other band is a band consisting of 3 people: Matt, Chris, and Dom. And that band would be called Muse. This album here is Black Holes and Revelations. To me, it is my favorite album. I love a lot of the other songs like Uprising on the Resistance album, Panic Station, Supremacy and Madness off the Second Law. I like Absolution. You know, a lot of other songs on Dead Star of Hullabaloo. Let's see what other album. Ooh. I have it down right here. This one here is actually their Absolution album. Apocalypse Please, all that kind of stuff. So that's really cool. And they have Absolution, Showbiz, Hullabaloo, Second Law, Black Holes and Revelations, and Resistance. I think they have 6 altogether. I think that's all of them. And the songs are amazing. Like, my favorite song off this album right here is Supermassive Black Hole. But, you know, they have like a lot of cool songs like Starlight, Hoodoo, Soldier's Poem, Invincible, Assassins, Massive Problematics, Knights of Sidonia, Take a Bow, and, you know, just those. I think I named off almost all the songs on here. Oh, City of Delusion, Exopolitics is the only ones I forgot. Sorry. So, this album here I think is their best album. But my all-time favorite song by Muse is Uprising, so it's a little weird that it's not on this album. But whatever. All right, so this is an anonymous question. I asked Twitter, Tumblr, Meet Me, and Facebook all for questions. So she asked me, or he, it's an anonymous question, I don't know, asked me, what is my favorite game? And this game here, I think, is probably one of the coolest and funnest games I've ever played. Because you can just do so much. And that game would be called Red Dead Redemption. A game where you can hog tie people, no, you can't rob people, I don't think. You can hog tie people, time to the railroad tracks. I'm pretty sure you've just seen those choices. Awesome me. You can have a gunfight. You can be a bounty hunter. You can shoot out with cops. You can hold up a train. Well, it'll stop, but you get the idea. Just if you've never played this game, I suggest that you at least take $19 to buy the Undead Nightmare copy. I mean, or $20. I mean, those games that game there is just awesome. I mean, you play as John Marston, guy who used to run a band of outlaws. You got shot and they left you for dead, and you got patched up and stuff. And then you go after your old gang and you work for the government, which at the time were just Rangers. And of course, since in Texas, it's the Texas Rangers. Which, fun fact, the Lone Ranger is from Texas. Pretty cool. But yeah, so you do a lot of missions. I mean, it's one of those kind of games that even after you finish playing like all the missions, you still get a free roam. It's just awesome. You do challenges to I guess you just do challenges to unlock costumes that there is in the game. I mean, hunt 5 mountain lions, kill one with a melee knife. It's a pretty cool game. And I loved all the DLC, so I bought all the DLC before the Game of the Year edition came out. So, of course, I bought Undead Nightmare for Xbox and PS3 because I like playing on the PS3 because I can go on the friendly multiplayer because that's the only way to do it. Or else people are just dickheads on hardcore or normal. They think, you're trying to get an achievement? Boom! No, you're not. So I play on friendly most of the time because it's just easier that way. But so in the Undead Nightmare, I think it's one of the most realistic zombie versions of any game I've ever seen. I mean, you can take out a zombie, you can waste your entire arsenal of ammunition on a zombie. I mean, you could blow his legs to hell with your shotguns. You can blow his arms to hell with all the pistols and revolvers you have. You can take him out with all the rifles you have. You can hit him with like throwing knives. You can hit him with a tomahawk. But as long as you don't get a headshot, he'll keep getting up. And I think that is really accurate. I mean, it's crazy. It's really cool. And you can unlock the 4 horses of the apocalypse. You can ride a unicorn, which I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that like My Little Pony would love that. But yeah, if you have $20 or at least $21 for tax and you never played the game before, go ahead and get this. Unless you can find this version right here for that same price. If you can find a GameStop used for the same amount of this one, buy it, play it. You'll love it. I promise. I mean, it's awesome. If you game and you love like Grand Theft Auto, you'll love that because it's just like Grand Theft Auto with Old West. I mean, you can still mow people down with a carriage. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Last question. No, not the last question. Mathia asked me what is my most embarrassing moment. I really don't have one because I guess I've just done so many embarrassing things in my life in general that I really don't have a most embarrassing moment. But I guess if no one likes this video and reviews it, this will be the most embarrassing moment right here, right now. And you can take that to the bank with you. Last question from Victoria Rojas. What do I regret most about high school? It's probably my junior year. I slacked off and had to do basically an extra quarter, which really sucked. I didn't get to graduate with my class, and I graduated early, and I moved away before I got a chance to go to prom or walking with all the rest of the people graduating. So, my senior year, I didn't get to do much. But there's a few things I regret about high school. I regret some of the people I've met. I regret, some of the people I've dated. I don't regret meeting the person that asked me this question. Because, she played an intricate part of my life, I think. I mean, at one point I really liked her and stuff, and then some stuff went down between me and her, and we broke up, and I guess it just doesn't matter anymore because it's all past. But it was really fun in high school, I guess. But that's all the questions. So as soon as I'm done here, with all my little ending crap, you can go like and subscribe to me if you want, because I try and post at least a video a week maybe of just things I see, like Red Dead Redemption. I've posted a few videos on that, like posted a video of a glitch of just me killing people when they come across the border crossing from Mexico to Texas. Okay. I've also, my computer also just shut off real quick. I've done a vlog. I've done like a vlog of my house, like a tour of my house, which I'm probably gonna do here again real soon because we've got it basically all set up now. We should. It's been like 4 weeks, but yeah. So I'll put a link in the description for The Thirst. Go on over there, give it a like, and comment on it what you think we should change, all that stuff. It's a great film if you like vampires, not like Twilight vampires, but cool vampires. But yeah, go up to my little page where it'll be 2 little logos for Facebook or Twitter. Go follow me on Twitter. Tell me ask me questions on Facebook or Twitter, and I'll answer them next time I do an Ask Russell. So thanks for watching, guys. Adios from me and Frank, and remember always, Poncho Power.